Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers, a Cornish-Knight's Tale with me, Cornish-Knight, and the Colonel Company. Sorry, the Brotherhood of Colonel. So, we've got to accept the contract for to kill these creatures because we need a bit of money and we need to find where this settlement is. We've got a couple of ways of doing it. We could go along this, because I'm pretty sure it's not in this direction. So it's going to be somewhere around here. We've got a couple ways of doing it. We could go across this way and across here to Lightmark, or go from Lightmark down across. I might go from Lightmark down across because at least we'd have an easier base of operations for the first bit, and we're still close to civilization. But we'll see what we get money-wise and what this job entails. Okay, so what are we hunting? Something beast. Serpents. Okay, that's going to be easy. No, serpents aren't interesting. That's not easy. They're actually really hard. We need to basically grab the high ground straight away. Okay, this is going to suck. Okay, now we need to go on the. Now we need to go on the attack. Yeah, because now we have to worry about this. Come on. Yeah, you're in a bad state, my friend. Okay. Glittering scales, serpent hide. Character for one of the sand serpents. From one end to the other, you can lay flat a few times over and still not reach the full length. Fascinating snake to be sure. You start skinning them to return the wares to Amour, the vizier. Okay. So you leveled up. Excellent. I need more stamina because I need you to be basically doing what you've got to be doing, which is being on the front lines. Colossus, 6 HP. And we need to get back down to the settlement. Yeah, we get paid. Take it as task complete, says the Vizier. You nod and chuck the snake's head. The Superintendent throw it to the ground. There's no need for the theatrics necessary, Crownling. It is a completion of the task itself, which is suitable to impress me. My guards will furnish your purse a weight of 460 crowns as agreed upon. Okay. You didn't get paid very much for that. I'm going to buy a bit of food. And then we're going to set off and try and find this settlement. Okay. I shouldn't drift away from where my guys are going. Okay. Let's keep going until we can hit the water and then follow the coast along. Oh, Ifrit, no. Come on. Okay, so there's the ocean. There must be a way across. Why can't I get across? No! Just leave me alone, for Peter's sake! Okay. Why are you chasing me all this way? I do hate the AI in this sometimes. It, like, just seems to deliberately prioritize you. Okay, there's somewhere across here. Let's flee across here away from the Ifrits. Some kind of ruin. Okay. So Marcus the Brave helped himself to a third helping of food as far too much and you soon demand better be his last. Another brother joined in, mocking the man for his habits. The glutton enraged, slams his food down, stands up. His stomach, however, sways at a different pace than the rest of him, and a rather fattened man goes down to a heap of flailing limbs. While the rest of the company has a laugh, you can't help but wonder if the sellsword had really gone fat. Oh man, that's a terrible trait to have. Like, fat really... Yeah, gives him, like, fatigue, so his fatigue is now a lot lower. And it's really hard to get rid of. No, don't go that way. Let's just try and see if we can salvage the situation and find the city. Okay, there's a settlement, there's greeneries, there might be a settlement. No, okay. Ooh, this looks promising. Ah, here we go, Hikama. So what's the job? You find... Actually, wait, let's... you find Adra al-Fadira of Hakim's feeding the birds in a cage. The bird is a college of colours, some of which you're not sure you have ever seen before. Suspecting your presence or perhaps smelling it, Al-Dari turns with in disgust. You're scaring my bird, Crowning, so I'll make this brief for her sake. There are nomads roaming the peripheries of my lands and need to be destroyed. I'm sure you're a man of your station will be willing to undertake such a simple, easy task. Okay. Drive with the nomads from the Fantasy Stones west of... Okay. That's fine. Ambition fulfilled. You soon discover that the wanderlust of which the scarlets sing is not as widespread as you say. Your decision for the band to broaden its horizons is met with grumbling about forced marches and nights on the road. But not all joy in the lamentation. If a day of marching or a night is spent in the rain weighs you down, how will you face an orc charge? Albert asks the men, only to get a snappy reply, dry and alert. You crack the whip throw, though, and force them to it. At each village and town, you encourage your men to make themselves known. They take their request to heart, getting into brawls, passing out in town square, threatening the merchants, harassing the settlement's daughters. Whatever poor tradesman or farmer thinks of the company, at least they won't soon forget you. Having travelled to the edge of your map, the name of the Knights Colonel is more widely known, and you've earned a better understanding of the land. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's take this contract. We need the money. Food-wise, that's a long slog. Okay, we're going to have to wait for the market to open up. Otherwise, that'll swing past Limark. Unless there's a way across. There is a way across. Okay, that's not so bad. I can see why this isn't on the maps. It's in a region... Well, actually, it hasn't got a trade port, which is why it's not connected by sea. But maybe the mountain range goes along here, so it can't have a road. It'd be strange if that's the case, but we shall see. Right, let's get across here and deal with this unknown garrison. Okay. He has to die. The guy with the whip is annoying because he'll disarm us. Let's see what we're facing. No ranged troops because they're now charging straight out. Okay, that's fine. Let's hook and pull him in. And then we can surround him. Okay, let's surround him and quickly neutralize him. Hold him in place. You're going to go up here quickly. Yeah, we need to basically deal with you. Because that great club of his is going to be problematic. Because it's a pole arm. Not enough to kill him. But that will break him. Release the hound. We've got him pinned in place. I have to be careful with those weapons because they're really nasty. Delay. Let's try and get ourselves some half-decent gear. Yeah, let's grab the daggers out. You haven't... Oh, you've got a knife. The problem is the dog's going to be an issue. I want to try and get him before the dog does too much damage, but if it's not the case, it will just have to be. Okay. Killed him. And we managed to get an actual good suit of armor. It's pretty banged up, but no, mate, that's pretty banged up. Okay. Mace two-handed could be useful. Oh, no, it's not that. It's mace two-handed. Here we go. Pole mace. Really good for basically getting over the back of lines, because it's basically a long mace that can be delivered a stunning blow over a distance. So that could be what we could do for two-handed weapon for that bloke. Really good against armor. Okay. Let's get back to the settlement. Okay. On a return, the servant heads you off. The crowning is rewarded 670 crowns as per the arrangement. Having taken his reward, he's dismissed from the property post haste. Okay. Terrorized by moving sands. Welcomes you into his room, which is sparse of space of ultimate luxury. There are numerous figurines ranging from silks, pelts, women, and gems. So many gems. Crowning, about time you came here. We have an economic matter with these settling. Serpents are nastily assailing the population near the wetlands of here. But more importantly, we decide the scales of these serpents. They make them the most. Man kisses fingers, bags and suits. Look at these women. Do they not show a desire for said scales? The women are staring at their hands or talking amongst themselves. Zir claps his hands. Handbags, my sweet, beautiful doves. Handbags made from serpent scales. Yes. Smile. There you go. See? As you have heard, how hard was that? Alright, crowning. The offer for your return of the scales is 530 crowns. For such a price, you will agree to dispatch yourselves upon this task. 560, okay. I need some time to think about it. Okay, let's accept. What do I want? I want to repair this. Probably want to repair this as well. The rest I'm happy to sell for some extra cash. Let's repair that while we're at it. New ambition. Battle standard. There are cooks, scouts, and many more spots on the battlefield. We'll hunt one of those to suit our best needs. Defeat 5 packs of roving monsters. That could be interesting. Hiring a hanger-on would also be good, but let's try the hunting monsters. Defeat 5 packs of roving creatures. That isn't so bad. We can do it fairly straightforwardly with contracts. Okay. We need to sell some stuff. I'm going to sell the mace. Maybe, I don't know. So I just need to raise up some cash, to be honest, because we are getting a wee bit short on funds. Did any of my men level up in that last encounter? No. Okay, you need to have a better helmet. I don't have a better helmet for you. But you can basically have something which isn't totally hot garbage. Have that. We could go over this and try using the pole mace. If he has it on reserve. I mean, it's just a better weapon. But the thing is, I want to go pole arm with him, not mace. Let's get the stuff repaired, if nothing else. Okay. We need to look out for talent as well. Is anybody here with recruiting? Oh, sellsword would be good, be so expensive. All the rest are basically just slaves. There's a caravan hand. Okay. Hunt down the serpents in the wetlands north. Okay, you find a pile of snakeskin wrapped around the wetlands tree trunk. A serpent's no doubt used the trunk to shed the scales. Size of scales, each one is far bigger than an arrowhead. As enough evidence, you need a serpent up close. Okay. Well, we've met the serpents before. Okay, there's 4 of them. The wetlands no ordinary homes as caravans, so it's some surprise you find one with all the guards running around. You at first think you're on goods, then perhaps the bandits who have arrived at their secret boat hole, but as you near, you see one guard get wrapped up in the curls of a murderous snake and fall down. Another guard turns around and the serpent's maw claps around his head. There's a merchant under attack. Protect them. Okay. Okay, being in water sucks. It costs more AP for actions. So we need to get out of this toot suite and fight them on... Fight them in terrain where we can. So, because they're coming from this direction. Okay, fine. Let's get over here then. Right, if we've got to fight a snake, let's fight it out in the open. Let's see what the snakes do. Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay. Really? Okay. Right, let's just try and keep this under control. Block. You suck at this, mate. Okay. Come on. Okay, we need to basically end this fight now before he breaks. Okay, that got close because he got a pierced side and almost died. So we got the rainbow scales the Lord wanted. The battle is over. You heard the caravan comes to the head of the caravan comes to you personally. I thank you, Crownling. A slave to a coin you may be, but not without a chain or two adorned upon that what we all wish we had, a sense of doing good. Well, you're just here for the serpents, and the caravan was but happenstance. A welcome supplement of live bait that kept the monsters off your own men. You're just about to tell him this, but he cuts you off with a bag of treasure at hand. As a reward for your intervention, Crowling, may the road to the coin be gilded. Nodding, you shake his hand and go about collecting the serpent scales. The merchant asks if he can have one, but with a hand on your sword, you tell him that they are not a trading post. He has stopped that. He gets the message. Spices and incense. Okay. So we actually got a good reward for this, even though one of our guys got seriously messed up. You relieved the serpent scales by a horde of helpers. The vizier is at their command, staring quite sternly from the rear of the room. As they depart, he raises his hand and claps. 4 helpers come over and carry 1 satchel. You think you are being surprised with extra pay, but when they hand it off, you can hold it just fine all by yourself. You look over the lid to see the vizier grinning sheepishly. You take the 560 crowns and make your leave. Okay. So he needs to get healed. And we need to basically think about going somewhere else, realistically speaking. Yeah, him getting kicked around so much is problematic. I think it's time we switch. Yeah, he needs to get better armor. He needs to get his stamina up as well. It's terrible, though it's probably affected by his pierced side. Yeah, okay. So you're going to be resting in camp for a little bit. 12 for 110. Yeah, I think it's time we move to slightly better gear. Yeah. So we've got some incense. We won't get paid well for these if we try and sell them down here. So I'm going to sell this to give us a bit of extra spending money. Is there anybody of interest? No. How much food do we have? 6 days worth. Okay. I'm going to go back the way we came and get up to Lightmark and see if we can... Wait, which way is it taking me? It's the quickest way. Oh, this way. Okay. Go across to Lightmark and see if we can actually get... Packs of roving beasts is fine. We can take contracts to do it. Or you'll find us running out in the world. Okay, so what's the jobs? Alright, I need a place to be named by the bonus. Okay, bones, sprinkled fields located in the chart. Our maps are not complete in regards to which the spot is. I believe in or around the region of Timber Sands to the east of here. Okay, what's the pay? Okay. east of here, sprinkled wastes. It's going to be... He says to the east of here? Okay, so it shouldn't be that far away, should it? Collapsed dwelling. Okay. At the bone-sprinkled field, your side to bone-sprinkled field is the glass your scope and marks you on your map. Easy enough. Okay, time to head back. Yeah, that's why this region is cut off. It's got a huge mountain spire down the middle of it. Right, that's annoying. That's also Ancient Empire. What's this? A few singers. At night, we could actually take them because the slingers won't be that good in the dark. Okay, because they'll get penalties for rain, so we can rush them. Okay. An outlaw, though. What are we doing with outlaws? Okay, I thought it was supposed to be cutthroats. Let's just retreat. We'll be covered in the night. If it's outlaws, it's not worth it, not with the amount of gear we have. I thought it was going to be cutthroats. I'm just trying to marshal our strength carefully. Yeah, let's just quietly fall back. Yeah. So, all cutthroats and a couple of slingers in the back, that's fine. But the good thing is, we slowed them down for... Yeah, so you wipe them out, it's fine. Not overly bothered by that. Well then, here's your pay. We get back in time to hand over our supplies. Make a bit of extra cash, which is always very nice to see. Bit of extra food, nothing particularly outlandish. Nothing here we want particularly either. Grave robber. Beast Slayer would be interesting. Ooh. Anatomist. Part scientist, part surgeon. The automatists are unaccustomed to battle, but well served with steady hands. Interesting. Bastard son also could be good. Actually, a bastard son might be very good. Let's try him out and see what his trick is. Fearless. This could be useful. We have the money for it. But we do need a new party member. He's not bad. He's not great. The fact is, him having 2-star in that is a bit problematic. But I can work with that. So. He's got high resolve, which means he'll hold the line no matter what. He's armed with a sword, which isn't the best thing in the world. What's his armor like? Not great. Give him the gambeson. We need to give him a good helmet because he'll get his head caved in if we're not careful. So I think, unfortunately, Sonny Jim, you're going to have to surrender that. You can have the hard helmet, while he can have this to protect his noggin. 45, 35. mean, decapitation is always useful. Okay. So what can we do for you? More attack. More... do you need more morale? No, you don't. It's 44. So... probably something like this. More morale. Like just terrible dice rolls. Range defense and melee defense are important. Okay, what do you want to give you? Pathfinder is good. How to get around the battlefield quickly. Colossus for hit points. Could be good. Additional HP, and then we could give you quick hands. Getting around quickly on the flanks is good because you haven't got a ton of stamina. Okay, so you have that. How do you want to use you? Maybe something like this. Have them in the back line. Have them in the back line with basically the two-handed mace, which is really good for just like crushing through armor, and have them there just like as a reliable backline to smack. Have a backup weapon, maybe? I don't know. Like, have him hold there for a while. Do the knockout blow, which he's going to be relatively competent doing. Heavy blow intended to stun or incapacitate someone unlucky enough to be hit for one turn. I mean, yeah, this could work. This is going to be... First of all, the man of some important states the brigands made apart his daughter. What are we looking at pay-wise? Forget it, it's not worth it, no. For 1,000 gold for level 2, you're looking at basically heavy level brigands. Which is scary to say the least. Okay. Along the road, you find a kid wearing a rather opulent chain around his neck. It's so heavy his head is bent forward, but the main struggle doesn't wipe the mile-wide grin off his face. Edmund pushes the kid down and takes the necklace. Where did you get this? The kid cries out, trying to grab the treasure back, but he's about 3 feet and a good jump too short. Hey, that's mine, give it back. Another kid comes over, flashing a ring so large it pinches 2 fingers at once. Alright, that's enough. The company fans out and eventually finds a dead merchant in some tall grass beside a tree line. His face is purple and jagged with broken bones. It appears to have stoned to death. A group of about 40 or 50 youngsters appears from the tree line, each juggling stone in hand. The leader, little runt with red hair and sleeves of tattoos, asks what you want. You tell him you're about to be taking the merchant's goods. The leader laughs. Oh, is that so? You'll need your 10 seconds to rethink the goods, or that I will, mister. You got something to say, Sir Marcus? So Marcus steps forward and heaves his weapon to the fore. He waves at the kids. Aye, so you want to be little bandits or heroes or some shit. Well, that's good, that's fine, but I'll be watching you to see who throws the first stone. He or she who does will find out what happens when I get angry. and after the rest of you have watched, I've killed a lot of you, and I'll follow your little footprints all the way home, find your kill and smash their fucking heads in. The Head's Knight pauses to glare. So which of you shall throw the first stone? The Tyke in charge of the Mitrani raises his hand and speaks. Let the man go. We've better things to do than quarrel with these travellers. Hey, that's a wise move. With pride swelling smarts like that, the red-haired bugger might someday lead a company to great fortune, but this day is yours. Hit the merchant's goods and leave. We get a signet ring and a little bit of money. I mean, the fact is, they're lucky they're not going to get strung up, if we're being honest. Sort of like attacking the merchant and killing him. Ooh, poachers. No, poachers are low-level range units, so it's not the biggest threat, if I recall. It's when we start seeing marksmen we need to be careful, because they'll start be using crossbows. Which is not a nice experience. Okay. So something's scaring them. I'm going to hold on to that, because that's worth money. Food, I need to buy a little bit of food. It is cheap here. What's worth? Grave robbers are plundering the cemetery again. I'm not really asking much of you, sellsword, other than go there and put an end to the foolishness. Let's talk money. Need to be paid more. Oh man, it's all the way over there. That sucks. And it's in marsh. If it's undead, it's going to suck. Yeah, this is actually really nasty terrain to fight in. If I'd known it was going to be this bad, I wouldn't have accepted the contract. Okay. I'm going to try and get on the other side of this marsh so we can actually do it without. But a number of tombs turned over and the graves dug up. Mud trails lead you to find the diggers clambering around for some new work. Don't mean to stop you boys, but Heinrich the councilman is paying a pretty penny to make sure these people stay in the ground. Okay, what are we going to face? 7 of them. Okay, that's actually fairly fine. I'm happy with that. Biggest threats off the bat are that guy with the sacks and the daggers and the great axe. So let's be doing something about that, shall we? Yeah, he's going to try and get from my armor with the dagger. Let's pull him out of formation so he's got no backup. Keep that up. Release the hound. Yeah, run them down. Remember to always leave a space open so the enemy can flee out of it. Because otherwise they'll stand and fight to the death normally. Okay. That's the job done, and we'll run back home. Anyone level up? Yeah, you leveled up. Fantastic. Get that up. More fatigue. And more range defense. Definitely going to give you the crossbow, so your fatigue penalties from using it go down. Okay. So. We have you. Range defense. Attack. I want to go polearms, because polearms are really powerful, especially if you can get certain types. Though we do have the mace. We do have that. So good at smashing through armor. And he's likely to hit as well. I mean, I've got one person with... Knockout, knockout. Let's have a go. It's been a little bit of time since I used... Give him that. What are we going to give you, mate, for the time being? I haven't got really a spear to give you anymore. Thing is, you don't have a ton of stamina, which is what's worrying me. Give him that, I suppose, and he can help this flank here, which is always going to be outwitted. Because we can also do that. Spear will pair to immediate attack an opponent attempts to move into melee range and on a hit. Yeah, I mean, have him do that in case someone tries to flank around. We've got more polearms than I'm happy with. And this inherited noble actually had fairly bad stats, so he wasn't the best buy, unfortunately. We need to kill roving beasts. Turn in. My problem to take care of it. You nod. I wouldn't be standing here if I hadn't. Your payment is promised. Okay. I want you to lend your swords to me if you paid your good client. I need you to something valuable delivered to Lebwe and the merchant in Tannendorf. 2 days travel to the northwest of here. Men have killed each other over this. Let's talk money. Okay. Tannendorf, where are they looking at? Man, that's actually a pain to get to. We'll have to go by road. So yeah, no, probably not. That's where we're going to leave it, folks. Don't know what I'm going to do with you. Really don't know what I'm going to do with you. You're coming along okay. But I would like to have a good weapon for you. Need to get one person to have basically this line. My plan is to have basically a line here and 2 people on the side with spears to hold it. You're not going to get the spear trait. You're going to probably get a different weapon. Same for you. I'm not going to go spears with you. Probably going to go great weapons for these two because they're fairly competent. Maybe go great weapon for him, but he already had the spear trait to hold the line. As did you. We need to get his melee defense up. It's shockingly bad. So next time he gets stuff, we're probably putting it into that. Anyway, but that's for next time, folks. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Battle Brothers, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.